I'm gonna be completely honest with you because this channel prides on authenticity. I haven't reacted in a few days because all of a sudden I just wasn't feeling it as much. I feel that there weren't a lot of viewers that were checking out the channel. And that got to me because, again, I pride on being real and authentic. And I assumed that that's what people would rather have rather than like fake stuff. Um, but then I realized, there are a lot of people that have still stepped into the channel, and there's more that pop in every day. Um, and then also I realized, I have a couple donation requests. So I definitely want to honor those who have donated to the channel, and I appreciate that. As well as the viewers that come to this channel. I know there's a lot of reaction channels out there, but hopefully more people will find this one because you deserve real and authentic reactions. That being said, this is a special reaction because this is due to a Patreon PayPal donation request. So I'll tell you about that in a moment. So stay tuned as Tazzz reacts. All right. So as I had mentioned briefly, so this is due to a PayPal donation request on Patreon, and this goes out to the amazing and the awesome Cough Drop. Thank you, Cough Drop. Really appreciate you so much. You mean a lot to the channel and to me. I appreciate you. So you requested a song by a group called Slayer. I did react to one song of theirs before. It was called The Abyss something. I forget the full title. I'm sorry. But thank you for everybody that watched it. And a lot of you have written in the comments that that particular song is not thrash. It was metal. I'm learning a lot, because I didn't really know officially what thrash was. So now I looked it up just now. So this is what it says on Google. Thrash metal is a subgenre of heavy metal that is known for its fast tempo and aggression. It is characterized by fast, low-register guitar riffs, high-speeding riffs, and loud percussive drums. Thrash metal lyrics often explore themes of death, war, isolation, and political hypocrisy. All right, so that definitely gives a really good thought in my mind. So I was told that this particular song, Angel of Death, is thrash metal. This is also the song that Cough Drop had paid and requested for. So yeah, so I don't pause my music reactions at all. I like to get immersed into the song. So if you're looking for a reaction channel that pauses 37,000 times, go find them. They're not here. All right, being honest. So this is also, it looks like it's going to be an audio. So just so you know, so just stay tuned and I'll commentate a little bit afterwards. So stay tuned as Tazzz reacts. It's sad. Wow. Okay. I get thrash metal now versus just heavy metal. This was totally different and amped up more. And as I had read a moment ago, it said how thrash metal is usually about war and about death and things like that. So this sadly was permeated with death and everything like that. Like the very first word that he had said, um, was the word Auschwitz, and I haven't heard that name in a while. So I had flashbacks. I could really got this chill up my back, and the reason I had flashbacks is because um, years ago when I was in high school, we had to do a book report, and I remember the teacher had said, "This time I want you um, to do a book report based on the book that I give," meaning the teacher, because usually we would pick our own story. So she assigned me the Diary of Anne Frank. And at that time, I didn't know who Anne was, and I didn't care about her diary. You know, me being a guy, I'm thinking it was just like some love story about a girl writing a diary. I didn't know. That was my ignorance. But then when I went to the library, I remember this very vividly, and I got the book. And like I turned it around and like read, like it had like a little, synopsis, and then it told me the gist of what it was about. I said, "Oh, this isn't some lovey-dovey diary like that." And then I got fully invested into this book and read the book, and I got an A+, mind you. But it was very grueling, and yeah, so that flashed in my mind when this was talking about Auschwitz. So then, then after that, this is all while I was listening to this. my brain is like, why is Slayer writing a song that's so horrific? But then I realized to myself, things that I've said in past videos from other artists and stuff, I actually applaud when somebody is not afraid to step on the proverbial eggshells and talk about things that people may not want to talk about. I think it's kind of like a cleansing, or it's also a reminder. It's either a reminder of the travesties and the horrific things that have happened in the world to appreciate life more now today, or it's a complete new education because maybe nobody knew about this. I don't like to assume that everybody that's living and breathing right now on Earth knows about the tragedies of what happened in those concentration camps and things like that. I don't like to assume everybody knows about it. And to be honest, like if my teacher didn't tell me I had to do the Diary of Anne Frank, who knows how long it would have been, if ever, if I would have known anything about these things. Because, I'm not a news type of person. I don't like turn on the news to watch stuff like that. I'm not that type of person. So So yeah, that's really, really scary, but I'm glad that they did it. And that definitely counts as thrash metal because it was just really amped up and it was really like they said some really terrifying and disturbing lyrics, but again, it's to not sugarcoat things like this. Like that time in life was not something to sugarcoat and brush over. You pretty much have to, this is what happened. Oh my God. And to learn from it and things like that, and to heal from that. Does that make sense? Um, Let me bring up some lyrics for this. All right, so before looking at the lyrics, I wanted to just bring up something about this. So, Angel of Death is a powerful and controversial song by the American thrash metal band Slayer. It's from their 2001 album, Soundtrack to the Apocalypse, and is written by guitarist Jeff Hanneman, delves into the dark history of the Holocaust, specifically focusing on the actions of Nazi physician Josef Mengele. Sorry if I'm pronouncing it wrong. Um, and explores the horrific experience of Holocaust victims. Wow. So, and like I said, the first word I heard was Auschwitz. So, looking up the lyrics now, on Spotify.com, it says Auschwitz, the meaning of pain, the way that I want you to die, slow death, immense decay, showers that cleanse you of your life, making me think of the gas chambers. So, yeah, this is a very visceral song, and it seems like it's honed in on that uh Nazi physicist Joseph. So like I remember when I had read the Diary of Anne Frank, and then living the life that they did was so saddening and stuff, but then so close to being set free, and they were found it out, and then reading what happened to them in the concentration camps and stuff like that, and makes me think of everything that was depicted in the lyrics here, like that. Like that's just so inhumane and so horrific. And death and stuff is bad enough, but thinking of experiments to try things like that is just like, wow. I thought I only saw that like in the movies. So yeah, but yeah, so I appreciate the song. Again, I'm glad that Slayer wasn't afraid to talk about like the taboo, if it were, and to get it out there. And the music matched it perfectly. Like something of this caliber in the lyrics needs some really powerful music and instruments to back it up. And now this is me and Cough Drop are actually real friends in real life. But I keep it real and authentic regardless. We have this ongoing thing of him saying how he likes audio music a little bit better than visual. Whereas I'm a visual person, even though I appreciated this and I understood it at the audible, I wish I could have seen them tearing up the instruments because they were really jamming out like those guitar riffs and I think the drums too. I'm not a musician. I would have loved to seen it because the intensity that they were giving my ears, it would have been even cooler to see it. So I don't care what you say, cough drop. I still prefer visuals, but I still can appreciate and enjoy audio. So you're not going to win. So anyway, yeah, let us know. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments, how this song made you feel. Thank you for the people that educated me in the other comments from the Abyss song about how that song is not thrash. And someone even mentioned, oh, you should listen to Angel of Death. That's thrash. I get it now. Yeah, so this is the part of the show I always do a thumbs up pass if I like a song, thumbs down ass if I don't like a song. I liked it. Um, I liked it because it sounded good. It was, like I said, it was either educating you for the first time or it was um, making you reminisce and remember and learn and have a heart and to have compassion and all those types of emotions to have out there. So and to not brush this under the rug, like the horrific things that had happened. So, yeah, if you want to see that other song, if you haven't seen it yet, the one that I reacted to for the first time of Slayer, The Abyss, then I want you to, excuse me, indigestion, keeping it real, and I'm not admitting this, but check it out here, okay? Here. Take it easy, all right?